She started showing up at my Thursday night chess games out of nowhere, leaning over the board with a grin like she'd always loved Sicilian defense. Before that, she'd roll her eyes every time I mentioned the club. Suddenly, she wanted to know everything: how the pieces moved, who my friends were, why I always lost to the same smug guy in the velvet jacket. At first, I chalked it up to a rough patch in our marriage, some desperate attempt to reconnect. I let her in, even taught her my favorite opening, all while ignoring the chill in her smile. It got weirder fast. She showed up at my boxing gym, keeping notes on her phone while pretending to watch me spar. She asked too many questions, about my temper, about the bruises I came home with, about the way I yelled at the TV when my team lost. Once, after a fight, I caught her recording my rant on her voice memos, but she laughed it off and blamed it on a podcast she was thinking of starting. I told myself I was being paranoid, that maybe she really was trying to understand me for once. The truth hit me like a punch to the gut on a Sunday morning, when her laptop pinged with a notification I couldn't ignore: new comment on living with a monster. The words she wrote were like poison, pages and pages about my bursts of rage, my creeping darkness, the way I terrified everyone around me without even trying. She twisted every argument, every flaw, every scar into evidence for her anonymous followers that I was something inhuman. She hit hundreds of readers, dozens egging her on, calling me a psychopath, a ticking bomb. My world turned inside out in a single scroll. I confronted her, and she didn't deny it. She just stared at me, calculating, waiting for me to explode and prove her point. But I didn't. I sat down, shaking, and realized the worst part: I had started to believe her version of me. Maybe the monster wasn't in her blog, but in the way I'd let anger, pride, and hurt run my life. She wanted a story, I gave it to her. Now the only way out was to rewrite it, alone.